Hey guys, this is Route 11. We're just round from the test centre. This is just a route that I've put together just for to help people. And we're on a one-way street just now, and we're going to be turning right at the end. Just make sure that you're pointing straight towards number 66. Watch with the car that it doesn't roll back slightly. If it does, it's so easy in an EV. All you've got to do is just balance the power just on the gas pedal. The road out here is a 20. Just make sure that you don't do 20 over the speed bumps. Slow it down for the speed bumps. After the speed bump, increase the speed back up to 20. Just watch out at this bit that you don't go too fast, because it's still a 20 at this bit. You'll see the sign in a little moment. You'll see it, 40 mph sign, and don't go 40 until you get beyond that sign, okay? So we've got the adverse camber coming up, twisty bends. Maximum speed here about 27 mph. Once we come out of these bends, you're checking the mirror and you're increasing the speed, and you're instantly getting back up to 40 mph. Remember, you're in an EV. The EV will shift. It will move instantly. So this roundabout, to go ahead, we're going to be in the right-hand lane. So about now, you're starting to slow down. You're looking to the right. You can see a car in the corner, 1 o'clock position. You're just working out where he's going. So he's not going round, so that's fine. You can just join that roundabout. Keeping it to the right-hand side of the roundabout, the cheesy bit. At this point here, left mirror, left signal, and just go straight out and exit the roundabout. If you're going too slow coming off that roundabout, use this section here to get a wee bit more speed. And then you're going to have to slow down again at this roundabout. As you're approaching it, you're going to be looking up to your right-hand side. The cars in the park and ride area to the left don't matter. Look to your right. Judge where they're going to go. If it's okay, just join the roundabout. Left mirror, left signal. At the next roundabout, we're going to take the third exit right, heading into Edinburgh, A71. We're going to be positioned in the right-hand lane, and we'll have our right indicator on. This is one of several spiral roundabouts that you'll get on your test in Currie. The lights are now at go. The lights, it's a traffic light control spiral roundabout. The lights are telling you what to do there, when to go. So they've told us that we're okay to go. We follow it round and we let it spiral us out. Now that's lined us up to come off in the left-hand lane, which is brilliant. And once we go around this corner, we're going to go straight into that bus lane, because the next direction that the sat-nav's going to give us is to continue ahead. Now, if it was telling us to go up the bypass, we might not be in that bus lane, we might be elsewhere. Watch the car on the right there. She seems to linger on my 1 o'clock position, as if she was going to come over, which is exactly what she did. She came in behind me. However, I don't understand whether she knew whether she could drive in that bus lane or not. So that's a potential danger. You know that you can drive in the bus lane, but other people don't. So they come to the end of the bus lane, and basically they'll just cut straight over into your lane, which is the bus lane. We're carrying on ahead here. We're in the left-hand lane. do left mirror, left signal at any point at this point here. You can do it just now, you can do it after the traffic lights, it's okay. Now, on your sat nav, or whether you're giving directions, if you're giving directions to follow the signs for Edinburgh, everybody knows that Edinburgh's straight on here. So you're going to be in the left lane. At the next roundabout, you're going to have 3 lanes. You've only got 2 lanes just now. So the right-hand lane is going to turn right. The lane that you're in is going to go straight on. The lane on the left, potentially, could go left and straight on. However, we're going to work that out when we get closer to the roundabout. So there's the road markings. You're in the middle lane. The left lane is going into the industrial estate. So we know for a fact we're going into city centre, middle lane. So the traffic lights are telling us that we don't have to give way to the right at this situation because it's a traffic light controlled roundabout at that section of the roundabout. So we're going to left mirror, left signal, and then we're exiting off the roundabout. We're onto the dual carriageway. So watch the bus up ahead. He just put his indicator on and just expected to come out. Even though there was cars in the right hand lane, there was me in the bus lane at that point in time. You see me swerving there was a massive pothole on the road. It was like a porthole to a third dimension. So we're carrying on ahead at this roundabout. So going to be in the left lane, pizza crust on the roundabout, and then we're going to be the left lane the other side. So as we're approaching, we're looking to the right. It looks good beyond that hedge. Into the left hand pizza crust. Round we go, left mirror, left signal. See how the guy just cut over there? He had learner rage, but it doesn't matter. He's well away from us. I'd rather he was in front of us than behind us, try to stress us out. At the next roundabout, we're going to take the third exit right. So I've looked in the mirror and there's nothing behind us in the right hand lane. So I've got myself over there quite early. So it's the third exit we're going here. So as we're going up, we'll go beyond this hedge. The hedge is a bit of a blind spot at this point, as you can see. And it's designed like that so that people won't just go flying out. So once these 2 cars are out the way, bring ourselves up to the line, have a good look. It looks good, on we go. So we're in the right hand position just now. That's a cheesy bit of the pizza. Now we're not going to come over until roughly about here. We just do left mirror, left signal, and get yourself right the way over to come off. Easy as that. And we're still in a 30 here, but we're going to go down into a 20 mile an hour pretty soon. So watch out for the sign down here. At the roundabout, we're taking the second exit ahead. Again, same thing again. Come off the gas, look to your right. If it looks good, just carry on. There's only one position on this roundabout. Just ignore the tar band in it you see. That's not a lane or anything like that. Just the one position going round that roundabout. Left mirror, left signal. We've came off the roundabout and you're still in that 20 zone. All the way through Longstone here, it's a 20. So we're up to this traffic lights, the temporary traffic lights. And when you're stopping at these sort of situations, make sure there's tire and tarmac. The reason being, it's very important for this, because if an ambulance was coming through, part of the road's closed off, you need space to negotiate yourself more to the left-hand side. If you're bumper to bumper, that ambulance has got nowhere to go, and that ambulance could be attending something very, very important. So you'll see the car in front instantly jumps into the right hand sort of position. I'm not doing that right now. I'm still hanging back on the left hand side until the cones. The reason I'm doing that is if the lights change really quickly, I've then got to come to a stop and position the car back over if I was that guy. So that guy's basically telling me that he's committed to going regardless if the lights are going to go to stop or not. At this point, they might get you to go into Sainsbury's. Just on the left there, look at the road markings. There's a solid white line thing there. Watch out for that. This is the bus lane that you should never ever drive in whatsoever. Absolutely no chance. So you'll see the markings there. It's a normal bus lane, but there was a yellow sign under it, and it's basically saying 24 hours, 7 days a week, that's a bus lane. At the end of the road, we'll turn left, not hang a left. So we'll turn left at the end of the road. When we go round to the left hand side, we're going to be turning right at the traffic lights up ahead. Now there is another set of traffic lights here, right? However, this is a pedestrian crossing. It's a cones and stuff like that in front of you there, so I've had to jump over to the left hand lane, and we're going to be turning right at the traffic lights up ahead. So just watch that. If you get the direction, turn right at the lights on the sat nav, just watch that, because it's referring to the lights here, not the lights further back, because that is a crossing. So we continue up Craiglockhart Avenue, and then in a wee moment we're going to be turning right into, I think it's Craiglockhart Road South. So basically we have a keep clear printed on the road, okay? Why is it not a yellow box, you ask? So that keep clear is absolutely fine to go in it, because if you didn't go in it, you wouldn't be able to turn right because you'd be positioned too far back. So it's okay to be in it because you're turning right. So there's a nice opportunity. Round we go. And it's in this street that you possibly would get a reverse parallel park. Pull up on the right, reverse 2 car lengths, something like that. They may even just pull you over on the left hand side somewhere here and then ask you to move on. Turning left, mirror mirror signal. Just watch for meeting situations as you go up the road here. You could have an oncoming car coming towards you. Taking the next road on the right. And taking the next road on the right again. At the end of the road, we're going to turn right. Now watch this bit, there's a little bit of a hill here. In a manual car, this bit here must be a bit of a nightmare. Whereas we're in the electric EV, it did roll back with me slightly. You might be able to see that in the camera in a second. It rolled back very, very slightly, so you just got to watch that. It's a dodgy junction. You've got the roundabout just to the left-hand side, and you've also got the cars coming from the right-hand side. Out onto the main road, this is a 30 along here. We're continuing ahead into Colinton village. So as we're approaching this sort of area, we're just going to be positioned more to the right hand side, just to the left of the centre line. Nobody at the crossing that's going to affect us. As we come down this bit here, we're watching for the yellow box. You can only get 2 cars over the other side of this yellow box. You'll see a yellow box in a second. There it is. And the lights have just changed. So there's no cars in front of us, but if there was 2 cars at this side, at that bit there, do not go. Just hold back and wait before the yellow box. So going down this bit here, we're a 20 all the way down here until we get to beyond the bridge. Again, just watch for cars that are parked, doors swinging open. There's usually a car parking space on the right hand side there where the double indicators went, the hazard warning lights there. Just watch that area there, because sometimes if there's a bus or a lorry coming through there, it's quite tight. Keep it at 20, whatever you do. At this point here, the 20 signs, the little repeater reminder signs, aren't on lampposts, but it is printed on the road, 20 mile an hour. So just keep it at the 20 mile an hour. Once we go around this corner, you'll see the 30 mile an hour sign. It's always a bigger sign for a new zone. So you see it on the right there, see it on the left there. Check your mirror, increase the speed. At the traffic lights ahead, we're going to turn left. Now, if you know your geography, the filter light, there's a filter light here, the left lane only goes left. See the filter light there on the left hand side? Excellent, you just go round. Easy as that. So we've got a cyclist up ahead, okay? Now, an EV will move really, really quickly. So if you see an opportunity to get past the cyclist and you're going to give him at least 1.5 metres, use that opportunity. At this point, he's got something in his right hand that's hanging over. So I judged it and I thought, nah, there's still 1.5 metres between me and the cyclist, and I wasn't going to be in the way of the oncoming car. So I've just used a wee bit of power and got moving. At this bit up here, they'll say to you, we'll pull over on the left in a safe place. Just pull over on the left in a safe place. Going through here, you'll get cars that are parked on the right and on the left hand side as well, and it can be quite tight sometimes. Nobody at the traffic lights, everything looks good. Now up ahead, you'll see the vehicle sort of slowing down and stopping. Now the reason that they're doing that is we could all hear that there was an ambulance coming. So what I done is I just stopped behind this van and just kept tucked in there. If I had went behind I think it was an Audi in front of us, the white car. If I'd went behind that, I probably would have had my back end sticking out, which would have caused a problem for that ambulance. I slowed down for this van that was in my way, then he just thought, oh well, I'll just put the indicator on and move off. Absolutely fine for him to do that. So long as it's safe and he's not going to cause anybody any problems. And so long as he's worked it out that I wasn't overtaking him just as he's moved, it's absolutely okay to do that. Now you're going to see in a second that the lights are going to change, okay? Now some people say, oh, I should have anticipated that. I was going too fast to be able to stop behind the stop line. Equally, the guy behind me, which was a grey van, he actually came through as well behind me. So if I had done some sort of emergency stop there, I would have ended up well beyond the line, and I would have had the grey van crashing at the back of me. Possibly. So we're going to take the next road on the right here. So we just bring ourselves to the, in line with the junction. After the Jeep, looks good. Round we go. And there's all these cars, the back ends and front ends all stick out. So I'm having a good look. That car away in the distance is turned down there. I've now moved out and I've put myself in a dominant position. So if there was a car coming towards us, there's a bit of a taxi driver talking here, but if there was a car coming towards us, he would have to yield to us and just wait for us, and then we would get out his way. I've looked right the way down that hill and I can see nothing coming towards us. So again, I've taken that dominant position to the right hand side of these cars just to give them a door's width. I've now come back to the left hand side. I'm going to take the second road on the right here, going back to the test centre. Now as I go through here, again I'm looking way ahead. I'm seeing this blue car on the right hand side. They kept giving me eye contact. I deliberately didn't give them the eye contact. As soon as you give somebody eye contact, it leads them into a false sense of representation. They seem to think that you're allowing them out or something. Be aware of them, but just avoid the eye contact as much as possible. So basically that's us back to the test centre. You would turn left there to go back into the car park of the test centre and you'd get your good news, hopefully. Keep watching. There's more videos coming soon.